And it is the eve of Election Day 2024, and election offices are gearing up for the big day. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe visited the Butte County Elections Office tonight and shows us how you can prepare and what you can expect if you're planning to vote in person.
Early voting is practically over as we are just hours away from the polls opening for Election Day. And if you're planning to vote in person, here's a few things to keep in mind.
I would just encourage voters, if you're still holding on to that ballot and waiting, don't miss the deadline.
Voting assistance centers open right at 7 a.m. and if you still have a mail-in ballot, you can still mail it in on Election Day. But Butte County Register of Voters Keaton Denley says it's easier to bring it in to one of the centers.
Those voter assistance centers are there for that in-person experience. Ballot drop boxes are still available. And then for voters that want to mail them back, there's still time to do that. But if they put it in one of those blue boxes, I want to encourage them to look for the collection times, because you have to beat that collection pickup if you want your ballot postmarked in time.
If you plan to go in person on Election Day, a reminder that electioneering within 100 feet of a voting center is illegal.
So saying anything, wearing anything, carrying anything that advocates for or against a candidate on the ballot or a measure on the ballot is prohibited electioneering.
Denley says so far, out of the 120,000 people registered in Butte County, 60,000 votes have been counted. He says they're expecting thousands more on Tuesday, but is pushing for folks not to miss the deadline, either postmarked or dropped off by 8 p.m.
I make sure your vote's being heard. We don't want those other 50% of voters to be left out.
Denley says for the Butte County voting centers and ballot boxes, they will close at 8 p.m. and the first round of unofficial results should be out around 8:15 p.m. Reporting in Orrville, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
Denley says several rounds of results will be posted throughout the night, likely stretching into the following week. The votes will officially be certified by December 3rd by state law.